What's up everyone, welcome back to Red and the Cursed Isles. In the last episode we were on the Enchanted Island and we were sorting it out, doing a bunch of extra stuff. Today we're going to continue with Haven and Isla de Aquero. So I think we have to eventually go to Isla de Aquero anyway, so let's hit Haven first and see what's up. It's actually pretty cool, it kind of looks like a sort of Bloodborne sort of area, which is pretty nice.
So, this is it?
Yes, this is it.
And I have to go alone?
I'm afraid so.
Fine. Let's get this over with. I'm freezing.
Froggo, are you sure we can't go with him?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. We're his friends. We go where he goes.
Come on, Koi. Let's go with him.
Stop it, both of you. He needs to do this alone.
Koi, Finn, please understand. We want to go with him too, but this is his journey. We cannot follow.
If something happens to him...
It's okay, Finn. This is Red we're talking about. The hero of Solaria. Our best friend.
That's very lovely. And there they are, waiting on him. Now there's a cool few things about this area. Obviously it's the first snow place, so Red is constantly kind of rubbing his hands together and you can see that he's got kind of icy breath, which is I thought was a cool wee detail. But the cooler thing is the next area we're going to go into tends to be everyone's favourite level in the game. Now please put in the comments below if this is your favourite out of everything you've seen so far, once we actually get into it.
Whoa! Red, give up! Hang in there! Yeah, hero, what's that? I've never seen weather like this before. It's beautiful. Beautiful, but freezing. Oh, I hope everyone back at the ship is keeping warm. But for now, I gotta focus. Where is the Wisp's grave?
Okay, and here we are. So this tends to be everyone's favourite level just because of how it looks. And to be honest, I can understand why. The kind of snow-laden path, it looks really, really nice. The Aurora Borealis is stunning as well, or the Northern Lights as they're also called. Also, when you go into the ice, you can start ice skating, which is it literally does nothing except that. Like there's no difference or anything. Now, of course, you can just run through the level and keep going to the straight area. I'm a big fan of having an area that looks good and you want to explore. So let's do a wee bit of exploring and kind of see what we can find. Now, obviously, I kind of know where everything is, so it's not really exploring for me, but I'll take you on a wee journey so you can see.
Focus and illuminate!
Just light this up so we can actually see a bit better. Wee bit of Goopa here, wee bit of Goopa there. Goopa never hurt anyone, you know. Well, actually it's money, so it probably did, but still. Ooh. Who's this guy?
I can, shouldn't I? As far as I can tell. Could you tell me where the Wisp's grave is? Sorry, I'm not. Oh, thanks. Wait, a burial site?
Ooh. Ooh, see, was that we get a wee wisp? Was that one of the wisps? Who knows? You probably know, because it's, you know, it's not that crazy, but let's continue looking about. This wee guy in here, let's see what he has to say.
I could find them for you.
So you've probably already noticed this, but the way they talk, obviously, you know, I'm not freaking JK. No, that's Raylan. JR Tolkien, JRR Tolkien. Yeah, the Tolkien guy, the Lord of the Rings guy. I'm not good with new languages or any language really. I can barely do English. So when it came to like giving the wisps a different language, I was like, and then I accidentally, when I was doing a wee bit of recording for some of the lines, I accidentally inverted the sound wave and it did it backwards, and I was like, oh, that kind of sounds a wee bit interesting. What if the language of the wisps was just the sentence that they're saying backwards? So they are saying what you're actually reading on the screen. The only difference is that it's backwards. You hear it backwards rather. There we go. Now, again, this does nothing. Originally, it was supposed to have a wee bit extra at the end, and I'll explain that when the end happens. But that really does nothing. But it is a nice wee nod to something that you would kind of find out later. So let's continue.
Red,
Lyra, everything okay?
there's something I never told you, but I wanted to.
What is it?
My best friend lived in that village a long time ago.
Oh, he's not here anymore, is he?
No. But I bet you two would have been good friends.
Oh. The Wisp's grave. Dang. Just freaking Bloodborne castles all over the place. Get away from me. So yeah, this was... I really actually love snow levels because there's so much you can do with it. You know? And depending on your level of interaction with the snow, you can really kind of make it something big. So of course we've got a couple of wee kids just running about. Now originally, over there is where you need to go, but let me talk to you over here for a second. Originally, you were able to go in this castle and go all the way up to the top. But it kind of never went further than that. Meaning, it just kind of, it was pointless. I added it for the sake of adding it, rather than it being like something cool. Even this bit was supposed to have enemies, and then I thought, would enemies be here? And then after I actually released it, I was like, of course enemies would be here. It's a dilapidated island, no one's there, so something else would be here. But I never really got around to adding it, which is why this area is kind of desolate. But it does kind of add to the ominous of it. Also, when the wind gets too heavy, Red will cover his face, and then he'll go back to rubbing his wee hands like a fly.
Yeah. What is this place? Where is everyone? But how? What happened? And who are the last two? I'm a wisp? And this is my home. I don't understand. No. No! Peralta's the other wisp? No, I'm nothing like him. He murdered innocent people, attacked my home, kidnapped my queen. He's a monster. He kidnapped my queen. He hurt her. I won't forgive him. Next time we face, I'll kill him. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't the wisp you wanted me to be.
So there is one of the big twists in the game is that Red, obviously by looking at him, isn't a human child. He's in fact a wisp, and this is his original homeland. And of course, they've just revealed that Beralta is the other wisp that is alive. So there's only 2 wisps left, as far as this story goes. And you know, they're locked in battle. And the interesting thing that I really liked was when the wisps were like, "Oh, one of you seeks revenge and the other seeks justice." But then they questioned whether or not Red was the one seeking justice or revenge. And it's interesting because I feel like justice and revenge are 2 sides of the same coin. Justice is getting someone, for what they've done. Revenge is you getting someone for something they've done to you. Revenge is obviously a more personal version of justice, and it's something that I think is a very interesting topic to kind of deal with. It's not really something that can be kind of treaded on lightly, and we're starting to see that Red has a lot of pent up anger, and we've seen that in the last game in the Phantom Castle, where he was the pent up anger that he had throughout that game kind of came through in how he dealt with the villagers betraying him and saying it was his fault and stuff, and then that created Phantom Red that allowed that to manifest and kind of become that kind of powerful creature. And this, we're starting to see that the Phantom is now in Red. It's basically a part of him now. It's not 2 separate people. And that's kind of, a lot of animes kind of do that trope where it's like, oh, there's like a demon inside of a character, and then it's like they can kind of communicate between each other. I didn't really want that. I thought it was a lot more interesting if the thing that's inside Red is also Red. It's not that Phantom Red is inside Red, it's that Phantom Red is just Red's darkness. It's his anger, it's his hatred, it's his jealousy, it's his fear. And when he starts to feel that too much, it starts to manifest. So even those wisps in there saying that, oh, save Beralta, bring him back, we can bring him back to the good side. And Red's just like, no, he's done too much. I'm not interested in saving him, And I think that's so much more interesting than if Red went on this quest to be like, oh, we're one side of the 2 people. Let's save him and bring him back, and I'll forgive him. It's like, even though Red's a kid, he's already been through so much, and he understands what betrayal is, and he understands what heartache is, and I don't think he's quite mature enough to almost put the greater good forward. Even though I don't think him choosing revenge or justice over either one is a better option, but I think his immaturity or lack of experience is way more interesting.
So, I'm a wisp.
A wisp, eh?
Yeah.
I like it. Koi?
Very cool. So I guess this explains the whole color manipulation.
And how you can take so much damage.
And why you can fight shades so easily.
I guess it does, but you guys don't think differently of me, do you?
Why would we?
Doesn't matter where you're from or what you are. We're best friends.
Yeah, I mean, Koi's a fish, for crying out loud.
Hey.
We're even.
Fair.
Red, what else did the wisp say?
Beralta, he's a wisp too, and he's out for revenge. Or justice. I wasn't sure which one I was.
And?
And my entire race has been wiped out. It's just me and him left.
Did they say what killed them?
A jealous kingdom? That's all. They want me to help Beralta.
Help him? What did you say?
I believe I may have threatened him and walked away. But time is getting away from us. Now that we have all the Ocean Heart medallions, let's make a plan of attack.
Hang on, Red. We might be able to lull Ghidorah to sleep. But without knowing where Beralta is, it'll be for nothing. He might even flee.
While you were gone, Red, Lyra and I shared information. Turns out, on the Steelworks Island, there is an ex-prisoner who knows of a skull-shaped island.
That sounds like good news. Why don't you sound happy?
Because she only talks to women. And a Venora asking questions alone? Kinda suspicious.
Okay, so we get some decoy women to find out.
That's another issue. Do you trust random people with this info?
Oh man, you
I
want me to dress up as a woman?
Yes.
You promise this information she has is good?
Yes.
Fine, I'll do it.
Meet me on Isla de Acero when you're ready. I'll be at the Leaky Tap.
What's funny, Finn?
He's laughing because I'll be dressed as a girl.
Hey. A beautiful girl.
Oh, shut up.
So, growing up, I was a big Bugs Bunny fan. And I loved it when Bugs would basically dress in a woman's outfit and act like a woman, just because it was just so funny. And obviously he kind of got away with so much. And I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy VII, and the whole sequence where Cloud has to dress as a woman to get in to Don Cornell's. It's just a funny thing that I think when characters do, it's interesting. So I kind of wanted that for Red as well, because when I was conceptualizing Red, one of the characters that was a big inspiration was Bugs Bunny. They're both cartoon characters that were, Red was inspired by very early animations, and Bugs was a product of it. So I thought that was quite fitting. So yeah, you can. So this is actually a really interesting town. You can go into all the shops, but it's all in 2D, so you can't move forwards or back. But you can go into all the shops, which is, pretty cool. And of course, you've got little shops like this, and then you can buy some of the extra stuff, which I thought was cool. Originally, this character was supposed to be voiced by another Media Molecule person, but they didn't. It just didn't happen. But yeah, and another thing that I really like about kind of what we were just watching there, Red talking about how he's a wisp, and how his friends are just immediately like, oh, this explains so much, so this is why you can do all this stuff. And then Red's kind of worried about how they'll react to all that, and they're just like, no, it's cool, we're friends, who cares what you are. And I feel like that's such an important thing to be, it's such an important thing to have those kind of friends that just accept you no matter what. Obviously, if you're a horrible person, that's a different story, but if you're just different, I feel like having those friends that just accept you and love you is such a joy to have.
Okay, Red. Get ready behind you. Red, walk normally.
I'm trying.
Is this how you think women walk?
Yeah, that's what Froggo said. He said use the hips.
He was messing with you. I hope.
Oh, man.
Okay, she's up the back with her guard.
Right. Let's go talk to her.
Wait. Red, there's a chance she won't tell us, even for the bribe.
But it's a lot of Goopa.
I know. How far are you prepared to take this?
What do you mean?
She knows the location Berolta has Solus. If she doesn't tell us willingly, how far will you go?
Oh, She doesn't leave until we have the location.
Very well. Let's go.
Hey, cutie, want a drink?
Oh, maybe later, handsome.
Nice. I just want to point out real quick, both of those voice actors, the guy calling the red cutie in red is all me. I just realised how wildly inappropriate that encounter was.
What do you want?
Word on the Isles is you have information we might need.
Is that so? She's fine, but I ain't talking to no Venora scum.
Ladies, Venora, human, duck. Doesn't matter what we are, except those men. Ugh. No offense.
Fine. What you want to know?
The Cursed Isles. It's real. Where is it?
You think any amount of gooper will make me tell you that? Drop the money, get out of here before you get hurt.
But the...
You heard her. Get out.
Oh my, so strong, mister. But I never said you could put your hand on me.
What did I say?
Get your damn hand off me.
What the?
Oh dear. Now they've just us. Where's
Ah!
the island?
Why is this so important to you?
My best friend is being held on that island. Now tell me.
Ah, you'll pay for this.
I will again.
Fine. It's north of the Lone Island. If you hit the Forever Falls, you've gone too far.
Thanks. Now get out.
You're Solace's best friend?
I should have told you, Red. But I'm queen of the Cerulean Kingdom.
Wow. So that makes Madra your knight.
Yes. How did you know?
We knights just know.
Well, we have the location. It's time to meet with the rest of them.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind, but I gave Leek the bribe, Goopa. You know, for the damages.
Yes. Good thinking. Now let's go.
Funny thing about that, I love how Lyra just haymakers the woman, and then Red like beats up that guy off screen for grabbing his hair. Yeah, that was a fun one because all the voice acting in that is me and Caitlin. Caitlin voices both of the women and I voice both of the men, which is quite funny. Now, there is a lot of extra stuff you can do on this island. Well, I say a lot. There's shops, but one of the biggest things is this end bit down here. You went and seen earlier. It had the robot. Now, if you help him, it opens up this massive factory thing. So I'll just do it real quick.
Hello, Inhuman Nightfall. Might I acquire your assistance?
Sure. What's up?
The factory in which I was made, there is a robot causing unfathomable damage. Could you please help me?
Oh, of course. Lead the way. What's your name?
Name? Ha 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 ha, you silly goose. I'm a robot. I have no name.
Let's see. Your plate says C01L. I'll call you Coil.
Coyo? I'm not kidding. I will call you Red because of your hair.
Yeah, I like it. Let's go, Coil.
Another example of how Red's hair not actually being red in this game is a bit of a pain. I really do wish this game would have had something like that, but it just doesn't. Come on, Coil.
Try to keep up, Red.
So yeah, Coil will basically charge ahead. Thing is, he's an absolute speed demon. You just can't keep up with him no matter what you do. Ah, do. Oh, I didn't die. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, this is completely optional. You get a coil statue for doing it, and then you get, well, I'll explain at the end what else you get, which is pretty cool. The other really cool thing is, obviously Coil's gone, but he's actually not. Coil will actually do the full stage. If you look ahead, oh yeah, oh god, dang it. Okay, I just redid all that because I kept dying. Who would have thought trying to do a difficult platforming level and commentate over it would have been difficult at the same time? Now, another fun fact, this entire level was made by Sean88. He whipped up this entire level like from scratch, and quite honestly that's why it's in the game. I didn't think he was going to go as vast with it, but you know, Sean never did anything half-assed. He would do everything like full steam ahead. Okay, it's boss fighting time.
I fear for my friend's safety.
Don't worry, we'll help them.
They are here. I must hurry.
Right, okay. Is this them?
Yes.
Okay, pick them up and let's go before, well, we already know. The place is full of shut down robots. Except that one. That was gonna happen. Is your friend gonna be okay?
Yes. They have powered down for safety, but they will reboot soon.
Would you like me to stay?
No, you have done enough, Red. I was afraid no one would help, but you are not just anyone, are you?
Okay, Koyo. Well, I should go. People still need me. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, I imagine your rarity is sought across the seas. Red,
Yeah?
thank you.
And there you go, just like that, we've saved Coil's friend and we've got Coil's statue. In the next episode, that's going to be the finale of the game, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this so far as well, the entire series. We'll be back to regularly scheduled Unreal content next week. I've got a really cool couple of videos planned, including a kind of dive into Unreal Engine that, you know, you can kind of follow along as I'm learning it and trying to kind of piece everything together, which I think is quite interesting for people that are also trying to look into learning Unreal Engine. But yeah, until then, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you then. Bye.